Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. No issues whatsoever. Everything is clear, right? Okay, great. Awesome, guys. Awesome. In the last class, what did we learn about? I forgot about it. Can somebody remind me what did we do in our last class? Guys, can somebody remind me what did we do in our last class, guys? We learned about NPM modules. Okay, great. So today we'll learn about the backend architecture itself. How does the backend actually work? Okay. And that will be our aim of today's class. I think sure it should be short and easy to understand. It shouldn't be that problematic for you guys. Okay. So we'll start by learning how does the backend work actually. Okay. What does Express.js actually does for ourselves. Okay. So that is what we'll be figuring it out in our today's class. So what about the certificates of front end? So I think so that will be sent in the next 1 or 2 days. Let me just talk to my team first. Let me just tell them that to send the certificates and everything. So just give me a second or two. Front end development का certificates. Front end web development के certificates. Out of 7 days, how many classes are mandatory to attend? None of the classes are actually mandatory to attend. You can attend any of the classes. That is up to you. Okay. Okay. So we'll start from right over there itself. Link is not provided in the group. Link hasn't been shared in the group. Link hasn't been shared in the group. Cross verify कर ले. Okay, front-end web development certificates will be sent in the next day or so, guys. Do not worry about it. Just be patient. Okay. Okay. So let's start from right over there. Let me share my screen with you guys. Okay. Share screen. That screen and that screen share. I hope so that the screen is visible to everybody. You have given the assignment to use npm module. Acha, how many of you guys tried it out? How many of you guys tried to use an npm module, guys? I think so. That was the assignment that I gave in the last class. How many of you guys tried to use it? How many of you guys were successful in using it? See, again, you don't have to be successful in using it. Okay? It was just a particular assignment for you guys. I'm not even going to ask you guys your is submitted or something like that. Okay? But see, the more that you explore, the more you learn at the end of the day. That is how you guys will be able to learn moving further. If you want to become a good software engineer, you want to become a very highly paid software engineer at the end of the day, you have to make projects on your own. These are the kind of projects that have the most value. For example, whenever a company is looking forward for full stack developers, let's take that particular example. We check for three types of projects in your resume. If these three projects are there in your resume, we'll give you a chance for the interview, at least for the interview itself. The first type of project is a basic project that showcases your um, front end development skill set. Like how beautiful were you able to manage your website, how responsive your website was. So, a basic project can be used right over here. A good personal portfolio website. A good personal portfolio, I mean, it has a little bit of CMS, okay, a little bit of like you are having your React JS being used, okay. So basic beautiful front end of a website is very important. In this, if the personal portfolio website has a CMS to it, it's an awesome project to have. But still, I'll categorize that as a basic project. The second type of project is a mid project itself that I will consider. A mid project is a full stack clone. Now, in this, there are two full stack clones that can be possible. First is a MERN stack clone. Now, these MERN stack clones are not that popular among people who are hiring for multiple positions, but it is fine. What is a CMS? A content management system is what we refer to as a CMS itself. That means your personal portfolio website is highly customizable. For example, if there is a section like about me in my particular website, right? There is a section called as about me, ABOUT, about me. I have written some shit right over here on my website. Okay. So I will have another website where I can logging into the admin panel, and there will be a particular text field right over here for the section ABOUT about me on that particular website. This is an admin panel. Okay. This is not the website. This is the website. Website, this is admin, ADMIN admin. This is another panel. And inside of which I can just change whatever text I want to change in the about me. I can just click on publish, and that changes will be reflected in the front end as well. So if you are able to make such a basic thing, it will be great right over there. Are you guys able to understand? Please let me know. Bhargava Surendra. I'm not very sure, Rekha. I don't remember everybody by name itself. I will definitely check it up for you and let you know by tomorrow, if that is okay. Otherwise, Rekha, you can just email it to me on shaurya.sinha@devtown.in. I will check it up personally. Okay, right now let's focus upon in the class because this is important, right? Okay, great. So this is what we call as a CMS, guys. Are you able to understand a little bit? For example, there are three, four sections like skills. What skills do I have? How much percentage would I rate in that particular skill? I can go to the admin panel. I can change my skill sets. I can update my pictures, and I can share it with my friends as well. And they can create their own personal portfolio websites using this. So this is actually a very good basic personal portfolio project that to have. You can create the entire thing in MERN stack itself and host it on AWS. Very simple, very sweet, very easy project. Very reliable project. But in this, what as a particular interviewer, will be checking is how beautiful is your project. Okay, how snappy and how many features are there in your project. If you are able to make the project very beautiful with all these features right over there, then for the basic one, I will take it up. Like, okay, this is a good project to have. Now, now, if you have such a project, you might be able to get an internship at a very small company. Okay, you at maybe 10,000, 15,000 rupees max per month. Okay, 10,000, I'll say, I'll not lie to you guys. If you are just having this basic project, a good basic project right away, there, not just the personal portfolio website, but a good personal portfolio website with a CMS that to host it, in that case, you can qualify for a 10K per month internship. That's all that you can qualify for. If you're having a mid-tier project as well, a full stack loan using just the MERN stack, maybe you will be upgraded to like 15K or 20K max. Max, I'm talking about. But we are having a full stack loan that is MERN stack plus deploy plus DevOps. You will easily qualify for 25K plus internships. Easily, you will be able to qualify for 25K plus internships itself. The third is the hardest project, hard or whatever you want to call it as. Okay. Now, these type of projects are usually projects that you think about yourself. This shouldn't be a clone. This shouldn't be a very common project like a e-commerce website or some shit like that. Okay, this should be something that you guys have thought of, you guys have implemented, and it should be a MERN stack plus deployed plus DevOps project that should be there. If you are able to create all these three projects, then you will easily qualify for a entry level internship very easily, ranging from 65K plus per month internships, as well as for job opportunities that will be paying you upwards of 18 lakhs per annum as your CTC. Okay. So as your total comp, it will be 18 lakhs per annum if you are able to cover up all the three projects before appearing for placements. So internships, 85k, 65k plus, you will easily qualify for your interns, and jobs. This will be the scenario. Uh, Okay, so that is the kind of projects that a full stack developer needs to have in their portfolio. Okay. Uh, so what languages should we use for the last project? Any language. See, I will again suggest for the hard, the same particular tech stack, merge stack plus deploy plus DevOps. That would be the scenario right over there. But yeah, so see, again and again, I'm letting you guys know this. Okay, and that is how things should be. Okay. Okay, so let's leave it at that. Let's now focus upon our main topic, that is the question: how does the backend work? This is actually a pretty common questions in like entry level internships. If you're taking up an internship up to 25k, 30k, they'll be asking you this particular question in your interview itself. This is have so can't we use AI, ML or LLM for the last project? You are applying for a full stack position job. How, what the fuck has the value of AI and LLM based projects right over there? So if you are going with the data science, then the basic and the mid level projects will also change. It won't be the same. And in data science, if you are from a third tier college, please do not think that you're going to get any internships or any job roles. Third tier colleges, again, you will end up at a 3 lakh rupees to 6 lakh rupees per annum job. Now let's focus back upon the topic, guys. Okay, how does the backend work? What happens? The question will be formulated like this: what happens when you go to your computer and search for www.google.com? What happens after this? Okay, what do you guys think? What happens after this, guys? Please let me know. So what is the difference between Node.js and React.js? It is the same difference between my mouth and my bum. Very different things. Okay, one is meant to take input, and the other one is to give output. Right, two different things right over there. Same React.js and Node.js. Very simple differences there. One is meant for the backend, other one is made for the front end. Okay. So what do you guys think? What happens when you type www.google.com? What do you think happens when you type www.google.com, guys? Come on, let me know. Google gets open, connects to the server, web opens, Google opens. This is the problem, right? This is not a right answer that you can give in the particular exam itself. Okay, a very good answer is DNS finds IP. Very good anonymous player, very good right over there. That is almost the correct answer, or not almost, or it is definitely the correct answer. So let us discuss upon this. Okay, so when you write www.google.com in an office of Google, in a storeroom of Google, there is a particular computer, okay, which is called as the server. Okay, this is the server right over here. This server contains the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files to showcase the website, that is google.com. Okay, this particular server contains the particular files, that is the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files. Let us keep this as the file itself that can show you the website, that is google.com. Now, we are located here in Bangalore. Let's assume BLR, Bangalore. This server will be located in USA. Okay, this server is located somewhere in USA. Now, physically, this is the interesting part. Physically, through a wire, a connection needs to be made between our computer and this particular computer. Again, although you guys are like, अरे अभी तो वाईफाई होता है, ये होता है, होता है. भाई वाईफाई, whatever is the case, is only between your device and that box. That's it. Your device and the box right over there. That's it. That is your Wi-Fi. That is your without wire wala cheese. But your Wi-Fi to your particular server that is there in USA gets connected through a wire. Now think about it, the entire world is a giant network of computers itself. The entire world is a giant network of computers, and just like you are having a unique address that is unique for yourself. If I want to send you a particular gift, if I want to send you a particular package, right, I will use your address, and your address will be the unique in the entire world, and that is how you will be able to receive that particular package. In the exact same manner, every single computer in the entire world is having a unique address that we refer to as the IP address, guys. Even your computer has an IP address. Even the particular server present in USA is also having an IP address right over there. Are you guys able to understand this? Please do let me know. Yes? Are you guys able to understand this? That every single computer on the entire internet has a unique address called as the IP address. Now, if I want my computer to get connected to that particular server, what's the first thing that I need? The first thing I need is the address of that server. And where is that server actually present? Where is the server actually present right over there? Right? So what is going to happen is your computer is first going to check is cache. You must have seen this like clear cache, okay? Memory stored in cache. Cache is like a local storage on your computer that is like होता है ना, for sometimes somebody tells you something and you just remember it for 5 minutes and then you forget about it. This happens with me all the time. Okay? If you tell me something immediately, I'll remember it for 5 minutes and then I forget about it itself. Does this happen with you guys as well? That somebody tells you something, you remember it for 5 minutes, and then like, what? When did you say this to me? Huh? I've already forgotten about it, right? Has this happened with you guys, or like I'm the only old person right over here who like tends to forget everything that is being told to him at any particular point of time? The same thing happens inside of computers as well. Okay, the same thing happens inside of computers as well. Computers try to store some recent things inside of a short-term memory called as the cache. Okay, it stores a particular recent things in a short-term memory called as the cache. So it will first check the cache whether the domain. So this is called as the domain name, guys. This is called google.com is called as the domain name. So it will check first inside of the cache whether the particular IP address is present or not. The IP address corresponding to google.com, if it is present, it will first check inside of the cache that, dude, is it present right over here? Have we recently searched for google.com? Do we have this in our computer or not? If it is not present, okay, is this, if it is not present right over there, then what are we going to do is that then the computer is going to reach out to the ISP or the internet service provider. ISP is every IP different for different devices. It is not going to be the case. Okay, people can alter IP addresses for different devices, can have the same IP address as well. But usually, when it comes to the internet of things, yes, different devices have different IP address, but you can alter that if you want to. But that is not good. Okay, chalo. Don't focus upon these type of questions. Okay, focus upon the process right over here. Chalo. So right over here, the computer will then reach out to ISP, that is your internet service provider. For example, if I'm using Geo, so my computer will reach out to Geo. If you're using Airtel, your computer will reach out to Airtel. If you're using Visor, it will reach out to Visor itself. Whoever is providing you the internet, that is your internet service provider. Now, this internet service provider has a dictionary called as the DNS. Okay, that is called as the DNS, domain name system. Okay. Now this DNS is like a dictionary. You guys have used the Oxford dictionary. Please let me know. Guys, I have already answered. Is IP address different from different devices? I've already answered. If you have not listened to it, it is your problem, not mine. Okay. I'm not going to repeat the same stuff because you are having a hearing problem. So you guys have seen the Oxford dictionary, right? So what happens in the Oxford dictionary? There is a word and then a meaning associated with it, right? There is a word and then the meaning associated with that particular word. In the exact same manner, in this dictionary, that is the DNS, you are having the domain name and the particular IP address associated with it. The domain name and the IP address associated with it. So the computer will be like, Are, Jio bhaiya, okay, this google.com, what is the address? Where is this google.com located at? The ISP will be like, acha, let me check it. Let me go into my domain DNS. Okay, acha, Google. Okay, Google is located at this particular IP address. It will give the IP address back to our computer. It will give the IP address back to our computer, which will save it inside of the cache. Whatever IP address has been given will be saved inside of the cache itself, guys. And with the domain name that corresponding to this domain name, this is the IP address. That if you are going to again call back for the domain, the same domain in a few minutes, it can look over it and be like, yeah, very fast internet is there. Okay. So that is how the IP address first comes to your computer. Once the IP address is there with you, okay, we have received our IP address for google.com through a physical wire. Again, guys, please do remember this. Through a physical wire, your computer gets connected with the server at USA. How many of you guys believe what I've just told? How many of you guys believe what I've just told, guys? Internet service provider, guys, whoever is providing you the internet, they will have their own DNS. Okay, so you take up internet from Jio, Airtel, you get it from right over there. How many of you guys believe in the fact that my computer, my laptop gets physically connected to a computer at Google through a wire which is present in USA and I'm present in India? How many of you guys believe this? Maybe I'm joking. Maybe I just wanted to check if you guys believe me or not. I don't know right now. What do you guys think? Is it possible? Is it even possible? The answer for that particular question is yes. This is how the internet works. Your Wi-Fi ka dabba that is there, right? The dabba of your Wi-Fi. You get a router, what you say. Between the router and you as a particular computer, you are having a particular wireless connection. Sometimes between your router and a particular satellite or a particular mobile tower, there might be a wireless connection. But between that particular, so the satellite is also connected to a mobile tower itself, and that tower will be present in India, which will be physically connected through a wire. Means in Mumbai, in Bangalore, there will be a fucking tower that will be physically connected through a wire to a computer in USA. Physically connected through a wire itself. These wires are laid across the entire ocean bed. Okay, optical fiber cable under ocean MIP MIP image. This is the map of all the particular wires that are laid all across the particular ocean itself, throughout the entire world. And these are the wires that connect. I'm very sorry. These are the wires that connect the entire world through the internet. MAPE, guys, MAPE. It is MAPE. If I don't know if you guys are a fan of Phineas and Ferb. When I was small, I loved Phineas and Ferb a lot. And there was this one movie, I don't remember the name of the movie, Candace and somebody saves the entire world or some shit like that. And there was a very cute like alien in that movie. And he used to say meep. and there was one teacher of ours in SST. So I don't know if you guys had SST in your college itself. I had the sorry, in the school days. I had this particular subject called as SST, and we had a particular teacher right over there who couldn't say map, he used to say MAPE, and we just converted that into like he is that alien from that particular movie of Phineas and Ferb. So that is how between our friends we always say MAPE. We never say map. We are like, "ये मेप लाया है क्या तू?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he used to have excellent sentences. Take out your sit and take out your white sheet and start writing. I'm like, bro, what are you even thinking about? Then open the windows, let the sunshine come in. He had amazing dialogues like that, and we see, he was an amazing teacher as well. Sometimes he will like or marks चाहिए तेरे को और marks चाहिए, and he will just give me marks like that. I'll get 23 out of 25, and he will be like तू full चाहिए, and he'll just make it 25 out of 25 like out of nowhere, even though the answer is completely wrong. So yeah, I really loved him. But yeah, in school days you have fun with all these subjects, right? So, chalo, let's continue from right over there. So, all these lines that you are able to see on your screen, right? These lines are underwater cables that are there throughout the entire world, throughout the entire world. And do you know what is the best part about these internet wires? If somebody just disconnects them, okay, if somebody just disconnects them, the entire internet of the entire world will be gone, just gone. No internet whatsoever. Do whatever you want to do. There will be no internet. And this is where the biggest power of India comes into picture. The biggest power for India. India has a company called as Tata. Tata, TCS, whatever you want to call it as. It controls 80% of the entire under the water, under ocean cables in the entire world. Tata controls them. 80% of these underground oceanic wires are actually controlled by India. So if there is a warfare, may God pray, never such a day should come for us. But the entire intelligence, the entire internet of the entire world is actually like it is like the balls of the entire world in our hands. If we squeeze it a little bit, there will be a little bit screams coming out of the mouths of other countries. So that is one of the things that we have actually leveraged in the past as well, to stop wars, to stop a lot of different fights that have been going on intercontinentally itself. But yeah, this is important, right? Internet के बिना हमारी जिंदगी कैसे होगी, जैसे सूजी के बिना मेरी, like it is just impossible to even imagine, right? So that is what you guys need to understand, that it is internet what you have been able to get so easily is not that simple. It actually takes a lot of brain to implement that. Now, let's assume we got the IP address. We made a secure connection with the computer, that is the server itself, and our own computer. Once that connection has been made, our computer will then send a get request. We'll send a get request, guys. G-E-T, get R-E-Q request. This get request is going to request that, oh, my dear server, get me the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files that are associated with the website google.com. Okay, I'm going to send a request to the server that, oh, my dear server, please get me the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files associated with the website that is google.com. Now, once that GET request comes to the server, it is read by your backend. So, in the server, what is there? Your backend code. So, this is your backend code right over here. The backend code receives this GET request, intercepts this GET request, processes this GET request, finalizes if they need to respond to this GET request or not. And if they need to, then they response back with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files. Are you guys able to understand this? Are you guys able to understand this? Our google.com, since our computer sends a get request to the server that get me these HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files, The backend server then analyzes this entire, so the backend code that is there in the server does not do anything. The server just gets the gets request. That's it. The backend code within the server analyzes this get request, that what you are asking, needs, do you even need this particular thing or not? And due to that particular thing itself, they respond back with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript file. Now, guys, Piyush Rajput and Ritesh Shinde, I've already answered your question. Okay, you are late in today's class. That basically signifies that both of you guys are late in today's class. Uh, I've already answered your question. So if there is somebody else who can help them out, please help them out. And I'm marking both of you guys absent for today. Okay. So keep that in mind. So this bootcamp, you won't get any certificates, the backend development bootcamp, because it's clearly mentioned that you are absent in today's class. Okay. So continue doing this kind of crap with me. I will make sure. पीयूष राजपूत टेंशन मत ले भाई, तू पहले से एब्सेंट है, तू तो सबसे पहले एब्सेंट करूंगा. रितेश शिंदे का तब भी मैं माफ कर दूं, तेरा तो मैं नहीं करने वाला. Okay. So right over here, the response then comes back. That is the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript file, and that is what gets loaded up on your screen. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? और कोई एक कुछ मैसेज कर दो या लाइव चैट में, मेरे को ऑल इन वन का मैसेज दिख नहीं रहा एक्चुअली. लेकिन रिएक्ट जेएस माँ तो HTML CSS पेज लोड होकर रहता है. Nahin. So all these files come to your particular. So there are multiple things. You are having a client side rendering process or a server side rendering process. It depends upon that. If you are having a server side rendering process, then yes, the HTML, CSS, JavaScript file will be converted into one file and will be sent together. If it is a client side rendering process, then all the three files will be sent separately and that will be rendered on your particular computer directly. Okay. So now this is where your backend actually comes into picture. This, like I said, getting the get request. See, there are multiple type of requests. It is not just the get request. There is a particular post request. There is a particular put request, a delete request. A lot of type of requests that are there. To handle that request, that is where the backend comes into picture. The backend code that is there. Now, if you are writing code within Node.js from scratch, okay, you're building your entire backend from scratch without using something like Express.js, you'll have to write the code on how to handle this get request, how to listen to this. Like, okay, on the computer we have got a get request, how to listen to that, how to handle that get request, what to do when the get request comes, okay, how to respond back, how to get these files, the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript files that are there, how to send them back through the entire internet. You'll have to create all of them from scratch, guys. You have to write all this code from scratch, and that is where the framework comes into picture. Now, every website that is going to be there will get request. Every website that will be there will need to process this get request. Every website that is there will need to respond back in some way or the other. So all these different tools to manage the day-to-day things, the frequent things itself, will already be provided in Express.js. You don't have to make it from scratch. It will already be there. It will already be highly optimized, very fast, very simple. You can directly just use these tools and focus upon the logical aspect that, okay, you got this get request. Do we need to do anything right over here before we are sending off the response back? So that logic building thing, that is what you need to focus upon. Getting the get request, sending the response, everything will be handled by Express.js. What do you mean by scratch? By scratch, I mean to handle the get request, you will have to write at least 200 to 250 lines of code. That is what it means from scratch. You will have to build that entire code to handle the get request. Whereas if you are using Express.js, it's just one line of code, or not even one line. There's like two words of code that you have to write, and that will just handle all that get request for you. You don't have to build it from scratch. That is what I mean by from scratch. Okay. Uh, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Scratch means like if you want to build a particular building and you're doing it using brick and cement, that is what it means from to do from scratch. Otherwise, you can just build the entire first floor using wood, pour in the cement, then make the floor, next floor, and so on and so forth. That is faster. Okay? Chalo. Do not use Next.js. Next.js is usually used in front end. Okay? Okay. Everybody is able to understand how does the backend work. If you are asked this particular problem in your particular interview, are you guys able to answer the question properly? Because see, all this bullshit is only essential for interviews and just for your understanding. That's it. Okay. Because practically everything is just like you use it 20 times, you'll start remembering it. It does not matter like that. This you will have to remember because this is the entire process that needs to be answered, okay, during an interview. Okay, great. You guys are intelligent. That's great. So today I'm going to give you guys a particular. Nah, today what? There is no assignment, right? Should I give you guys an assignment? I don't have anything in mind right now, so let us leave it. Okay, chalo. So tomorrow we are going to start with building. So we'll build our own backend in our tomorrow's class because my headphone has already said battery low. So I'll have to finish up the class as soon as possible. Otherwise, it will just die off anywhere in the middle. If the interviewer Macha says, "Why don't you use C++ instead of Go?" Just say, "I love Go." Lol. I didn't get the joke. Maybe I'm a little bit slow with the joke, but actually didn't get it. Okay. So where to practice interview questions from? Just Google it up as soon as possible, right? ठीक है चलो. Let me open up the forms. Should I give my clone project a new name or should I keep the original name of the project I cloned? If you're doing all the three projects, then definitely keep the original name. For example, if you're cloning something like Spotify, keep the name as Spotify itself. Do not change it. Okay? But mention it very well. Many students do this particular mistake. They don't mention the stuff properly. So will there be Express.js classes from tomorrow itself? We will start with the Express.js practically itself, right? We'll do a project as a simple project in this boot camp. But yeah, big projects, we will be having not live boot camps, but recorded videos very soon on the channel in which you will be able to do the projects as well. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So the attendance thing will be closed exactly at 8:59. Okay. So please start filling up the attendance. At exactly 8:59, the attendance thing will be closed. Go with React.js first. If you are a pro in React.js, then only go with Next.js. Otherwise, if you're directly jumping to Next.js, then there is no problem right over there. Okay. So the attendance thing is in the live chat itself. Ritesh Shinde, I was just making you mad itself. Do not worry, I'm not going to shut down anyone's attendance. But you are not on time. So please make sure that you are on time every single day. Because most of the questions like that I already answered in the start of the class. Okay? And the certificates will be sent in the next 2 to 3 days. So you don't have to worry about that as well. So thank you so much, guys. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.